What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Strictly Diecast episode. It is currently Friday right now, but by the time you guys are seeing this, it'll be either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not exactly sure when I will be putting this out, but I just had to get some stuff shown off here because one of the customs that I got finished up, like I said, is actually for my best friend, and I wanted to give it to him this weekend, so gotta show it off and gotta still take some pictures and everything like that with it. So yeah. So anyways, real quick and briefly, I'm going to show you guys a couple recent finds. Luck, once again, Lady Luck was on my side this week. I cannot believe it, but I lucked out again. Nothing too crazy, but it's still a pretty cool find. So yeah, we're gonna go over a couple quick recent finds, and then we're going to take a look at some customs. So real quick, I had to stop and get some stuff for work, and I ran out on my lunch break again and went back to that same Family Dollar that I lucked out finding that super at. And like I said, or I don't know if I mentioned, but I did not grab any of the exclusives even though that they were there. So they did actually still have them hanging on the pegs, and I think they put out a little bit more stuff because I actually found this treasure hunt, which was from last year Q case. So yeah, so if anybody needs this, let me know. I will get it sent out to you. So there's a regular treasure hunt. And then I did grab, I've seen these a couple times, but I always passed on them, but I did finally grab a Porsche 911 Carrera clip. Might change the one I have out now on my keys. I do have like the El Segundo, the coupe clip or whatever it is. So I might throw the Porsche on there. So I grabbed one of those. And then I did grab a full set of the Family Dollar / Dollar Tree exclusives, which, if you do not know, this is this year's exclusive for Family Dollar and Dollar Tree, so be on the lookout for these. I will say this thing is fantastic looking in this purple metallic color. It's definitely my favorite one. I don't really care that they did that as an exclusive, but then you got the Jaguar and the Mazda as well, which I still need to pick one of these up in the white. So did grab a full set of those. So those will be going up on my exclusive section on my wall there. So that was pretty cool. And then I stopped at a Walmart and found some good stuff. They had I saw the one kid bring out a bunch of pallets, and on those pallets there was probably 4 or 5 cases of M2, but there was also another case that was just sitting on the shelf. And yeah, so I looked at all the M2 stuff, and I'll show you guys that last, but I also came across, they didn't put any new Hot Wheels or anything out like that, at least any main lines. They did have one set of like the 90 to 95 Boulevards, but I do have that set, so I did not take it. I just left it on pegs, and then anything else, any other new premiums or anything like that were not there. But I did come across the new Silver Series, the tubular trucks set. And I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't that into this set whenever I first saw it. The Toyota was really nice, but after seeing this in person, I really like this set. I really love the card art on it. It's very like 80s looking, which a lot of these are like 80s. Well, that kind of makes sense because all these are in the 1980s. So I'll show you guys that real quick. First one here is the 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon. Looks super nice. I'm definitely a big fan of this set. But yeah, just this card art really sold me on this. I love like that pink and blue. It just, and like the 80s style like lettering, the font right there. So yeah, that looks super good. But full detailing. This one does, I believe, have a metal base, but they all have the same style wheels on it. Just some are black, some are chrome. So there's the first one. The next one here is the Chevy Blazer 4x4, which I think this is definitely an older casting. I don't think we've seen this in quite some time. I could be wrong, but yeah, that one's super clean looking in the black and the blue there. Really nice looking truck. Metal base on that one. Then we got 3 out of 5, which is the 1985 Ford Bronco, which I really like this casting. I only have one other version of this, and that's that premium police one that came out like years ago. But yeah, that one's in like a nice like champagne gold color. Got the spare tire on the back, and again, metal base. So that one's super cool. all these are really awesome, but this one's definitely my favorite one, and I'm sure the one that everybody's going to be going after. But it is the 1987 Toyota pickup truck. Very retro looking with those graphics and everything on it, the blue, orange, and yellow. It's got the light bar in the back, detailing done up there, metal base as well. And then these two, there was two full sets there, but for some reason both the Jeeps were missing. And I'm like, well, I know that they don't consider the Jeep the chase of this set, or maybe they do. Either way, I don't really care about any of that stuff. I think it's stupid anyways. But both of the Jeeps were missing. I'm like, well, that's definitely kind of odd. So I was looking around, and actually I looked up top there, and they had both of them just sitting on a very top shelf. Pulled both of them down, pegged the one, and then I took one of them, so I did get the complete set. But it is the 1988 Jeep Wagoneer. And that one's looking really, really nice, and like the brown with like the tan on it on the side there, but another metal base. But yeah, they did a really, really nice job on this set, so picked it up. It's my second wave of Silver Series so far this year. Got the J imports and now the tubular trucks. I don't really know what other ones I'm going to go after, if any, so yeah. And then last but not least, like I said, there was a fresh box of there were like 2 full sleeves of M2s. Actually, no, I did look in that box, but I did not find anything. These ones were actually already sitting out, and this was actually at the bottom of the one sleeve, but I did find the 1972 Ford F-250 Custom 4x4. This is the Ford Performance livery on it, but I did find the gold chase version of it sitting out in the open, so snagged it. Definitely looks pretty cool. But and I'll be honest, this is actually my first find of this style M2. I have found like the acrylic case ones that are up on pegs. I found 2 auto driver gold chases. But yeah, this is my first actual like little box chase, so I may end up keeping it. I was kind of contemplating trading it as well, so who knows, if I get the right trade, I might trade it off, just because I'm not really too big into M2 other than like just like the Coke stuff. But this is a pretty nice looking chase, so very, very, very happy to find that. So once again, guys, I guess I was just at the right place at the right time, and they did have, like I said, I think like 4 or 5 other boxes of M2 that style that I probably could have asked to open, but kind of on like a time crunch at the time, and just didn't really feel like cracking them open and taking all the stuff out and everything like that. So maybe somebody lucked out, or maybe they didn't put them out, I don't know. So yeah, anyways, so that will wrap it up for the recent finds. Didn't want to spend too much time showing those off, because like I said, this video is all about customs, and I'm sure you saw the 3 that I had in my thumbnail. They're actually sitting right in front of me, and they turned out super, super good, guys. But we're gonna flip the camera around and take a closer look at them. And a little spoiler alert, I will say that one of these is already sold. My man Fern came in, swooped in, and snatched one, but I did kind of tailor it to him. But don't worry, guys, there's 2 more available. So like I said, I'll get into all of that whenever we flip the camera around. So yeah, that will wrap it up for my recent finds. Definitely super happy about finding that gold chase and getting that tubular truck set, and then the Family Dollar exclusives. So yeah, we will now flip the camera around and take a look at some sweet looking customs. Alrighty, guys, so we are going to be looking at 4 customs that I got wrapped up here. I will say, King Nissan, if you're watching, I'm very, very close to getting yours wrapped up, but I didn't really want to take away from it, so I will probably be showing that next time. It is very, very close though to getting buttoned up, and then I also did a wheel swap form on something else, so we'll save that for another time. But yeah, so I'm going to show you first off a custom that I got done for my best friend. We kind of actually, funny little story, we worked out a little bit of a trade. He was over at my house one day, and I was giving him some cars that he was missing, and one of them was the Nissan R33 Skyline, and he actually was like, you know what, he's like, can you customize this for me? I'm like, absolutely, man. So he's like, I'll tell you what, he's like, if you customize it for me, he's like, I'll put in a new ceiling fan and light for you in your diecast room. So I'm like, well, say less. So needless to say, I asked him what he wanted. He kind of gave me a general idea, but also kind of left it up to me as well. So I will now unveil to you guys what I came up with for him. So there she is in all of her glory. He basically just said that he wanted a nice dark purple metallic paint job on it, and basically I could do the rest. So as you can see, I actually bought a new paint. I think this is a dark purple pearlescent, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely has a lot of, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it definitely has a lot of metallic on it. But as you can see, definitely nice and smooth and glossy. And this actually isn't even 1K clear. This is actually a different clear that I had that I was just trying out. Oh, hopefully she doesn't roll off there. But yeah, so painted it a nice dark purple, and then these are actually an extra set of decals that I had from Mod My Ride. They're a Japanese cherry blossom. So that is what I did on the side. And that's actually 2 different decals. There is, if these are not going on a white car, you need to put, oh boy, you need to put a white background down for them to show up. So, oh, let's see if we can get this sucker to stay on here. So yeah, so the first layer, oh my goodness, she's definitely a roller, guys. The first layer is just a plain white, and then I had to put the colored layer over top of that, but I kind of did it on purpose to where like the white was sticking out a little bit, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. So that is what I did on the sides. And then I decided to try my hand at doing some carbon fiber work, because I usually don't do that. Because I have struggled with it in the past, but I'm like, you know what? I bought a sheet from Mod My Ride. I did not realize that this is like 1/12 scale carbon fiber, which in person, it doesn't really look all that off scale from 1/64. It actually shows up pretty good. I personally like it. So I did wrap the hood and the middle part of the wing there in carbon fiber. I don't know how well it'll show. Oh, you can kind of see it right there in the light. So yeah, it actually came out super, super good. Even wrapped it around the windshield washer nozzles there. And like I said, I did the middle part of the wing in carbon fiber as well. So, and then the headlights, the taillights, and the side marker, all those came from Jay's Customs off of Instagram. He recently got into doing water slides, so I actually bought this set off of him. They were reverse print, but they are insanely good quality, and not a lot of people make headlights and taillights for the R33, so I was definitely happy to find some. So those are all courtesy of him. I even got the Nissan badge on the back there. And then the I did add a JDM license plate to the rear. But yeah, like the grille, the badge, the fog lights, the marker lights, those are all water slides. So this actually, as far as I can... Yep, yeah, this does not actually have any sort of hand detailing done to it. So yeah, well, I guess if you want to count like the little intercooler thing, grill, I think it's more or less a grill, but I just painted it chrome to look like an intercooler. So real quick on the bottom, this really doesn't have much to do, so all I did was do the rear differential in chrome, and then the exhaust there definitely has a nice big factory exhaust on it, so that looks super good. So all I did was chrome that out. And then I did put it on these gold, these chrome gold BBS style wheels. And then I did paint the center part black. And then I did do a little bit of interior work. Not that you guys are going to be able to see it in there, but I did do the seat harnesses blue. That's what he wanted. That's what color he wanted. And then I did them in like the buckles and everything in chrome. And yeah, I did like a couple little gauges, the shifter, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And then I did add the strictly die-cast banner down there on the bottom of the front windshield. So all in all, a relatively simple custom, but like I said, it was for my best friend, one of them. So definitely happy to hook him up and get him something really sweet. He was actually the same one I did that custom Tacoma for in that sand color about a year or so ago now. So yeah, definitely very happy with the overall outcome of this though. Definitely nice, and a very nice paint job and very nice clear coat. So Very, very nice custom. So got that one wrapped up for him. And then I will now show you guys the next set of customs that I have for sale. Like I said, one of them is not for sale, so I'll probably show you guys that one first. But I did choose to do 3 of them this time because I kind of felt bad that the last 2 got scooped up super quick, and I figured I'd give a couple more of you guys a chance to buy one of them if you were interested. You know, by all means, don't feel like you have to buy them, but I'm just saying that I did make 2 other extras. They are all a little bit different, but they are all the same as well, as you guys will see. So I will show you guys the first one I did here, and like I said, I did kind of tailor this to Fern C. He did already buy it, so I have to get this one shipped off to him, but he did mention a while ago that his favorite color was green, so I actually picked up, all of these are going to be pearl colors, but I actually picked up this pearl lime color, so that's the one color I did here. So I did decide to do some tuners this time, some EGs, because I did have a lot of them that I took whenever I hit that D case really hard. So I was like, you know what, these will be simple enough to do, so that is why I chose them. So anyways, this one is painted a pearl lime, and then the decals are actually from MB Logistic off of eBay. A lot of his decals are very hit or miss as far as quality. These ones actually turned out pretty dang good, but I also chose these because this was styled for an EG hatchback, so it did come with the headlights and taillights, so I was like, that's perfect, I can get everything done in one shot. So this is just like a generic Time Attack style livery on it. It does have the number 13, which is actually mine and my wife's anniversary date, which is, we're coming up on 4 years next Thursday, so that's pretty cool. Fun little fact there. But yeah, so it does say like a couple little sponsors on the side there, and then it does have a Time Attack livery up on the hood there. It's got number 13 and Time Attack, and then Castrol Edge up on the roof there. Oh, sorry guys, my hat keeps bumping the camera there. I did hand paint the grills down there though. I didn't really want to leave them like the green color. I thought they would look better black, so I did paint those black, and then all of them do have a JDM license plate on the back of them as well. And I did choose just white 5-spoke wheels to put on them to help make the colors and the livery pop, so nothing too crazy. The underneath, they will all be detailed in the chrome. I just did like some suspension stuff, and then the exhaust there, they will all have my channel logo and come on a base, obviously. And then I did do the interiors of them. As you can kind of see, the harnesses are all painted red with the chrome buckles. And then the shifters are done up, and then these have like the steering wheel that is kind of molded into the interior, so you can't really do anything with it. So I just painted, actually no, I didn't do anything with the steering wheel. So relatively basic customs, and then these are also all sprayed with 1K clear. This one though, I will say, of course, one of them just had to give me a little bit of grief, but I actually ended up fixing it. But it's actually, you probably won't even really be able to see it in the light, but actually I was having a really hard time on top of the roof of this one. I think what happened is that the decal was still just slightly wet underneath, and it was kind of like getting like rough whenever the clear would dry. So I actually had to put about, I think, 4 or 5 coats of clear on the top of this thing to get it to smooth out. But as you can see, that last one I did, it really kind of like, because the clear kind of self levels after you let it set, and I let it dry, and it actually kind of leveled itself out. So luckily this one worked out, and it is nice and smooth now. And I did have the same little issue on the bottom of this door, but again, it all kind of smoothed itself out, luckily, so it wasn't a complete disaster. But I was also keeping Fern updated as well on it, because I wanted him to be happy with it, and I sent him the last picture of it, and he's like, it looks good to me, I'll take it. So this one is going to Fern C. But yeah, I'm a really big fan of that pearl lime though. I was really itching to do this color, so definitely happy I chose it. And then also I chromed out the mirrors as well. So yeah, there's that one. And then the next one, I did here, I did in a actually the same color, I believe, as the R33 you guys just saw in the beginning there. But again, all the same livery, everything like that on it, same license plate, chromed out mirrors, white wheels. I will also say that I did slam all of these down a little bit. Fern, yours is a pretty good roller. These other two, they do roll. They don't roll the best, but again, it's very hard to get these things to roll on rear riders because the tires are so thick. So if anything, I mean, all my customs are intended to stay on the base or just obviously not really be played with. So yeah, so like I said, I mean, they do roll, they just don't really roll the best, but that stance looks super good. Them slammed down a little bit, just kind of closing up the wheel gap. So yeah, this one I will say though, like some of the graphics get a little bit lost because this is the darkest colored one out of the three. But you know, it still has like the teal and the white and stuff on it. And like, I think the wheels help make like everything pop a little bit more. So yeah, this one is all done up as well. Like I said, channel logo, chromed out, the whole nine, same interior work done to it. This one definitely came out pretty good, pretty glassy up there. I mean, it's got a little bit like where the decal is, but I can assure you guys it is pretty smooth up top there. So I guess just let that be a lesson learned that definitely make sure your decals are completely dry before clearing, because any sort of moisture or anything under there, even if it's just a little bit, will show up. So, but yeah, very nice paint jobs and very smooth clear coat overall though. So this one is currently for sale. And then the last one here is also for sale, and this one turned out super, super good. And this is actually that same pearl magenta that I used on that GTO I did a while ago. I definitely kind of tossed around the idea of using a couple different colors, but I don't know, I just thought that like the green, the purple, and the pink were just something a little bit different and colors that would really make them pop. I actually shared a little teaser after I got them sprayed, kind of teasing them a little bit like that, but I didn't actually say that they were the customs that were going to be for sale. But yeah, definitely a nice looking little trio though. So yeah, this is painted in the pearl magenta. Again, all the same graphics, detail work, interior work. The bottom again, all the same stuff. Definitely a little bit of a chore trying to make three of like the exact same car other than the colors, but I think they all came out pretty good and they all pretty much look identical other than the colors. So yeah, and then again, nice and glassy 1K clear on that as well. So this one also is for sale. So I'll put these back up there so you guys can kind of see them together. So again, these two are currently for sale. So if you would like to purchase one of these are just going to be $40 shipped, since there's really no 3D parts or anything like that on them, and they were relatively basic and simple to do. But again, I just wanted a couple other people to have a chance at buying one if they were interested. I know not a lot of people are into the JDM stuff, but again, I had a lot of these laying around, so wanted to get a few of them chewed up and used up, so that is why I chose them. So yeah, let me know how I did. I don't know if I can put, oh yeah, all three of them are not going to fit with the bases, so throw ferns up there again. Everybody that I showed, they all have said that the green one is their favorite. They all look cool in their own, I guess, right. I don't really know if I have a favorite one. The purple and the teal definitely pop, but again, that's why I chose these colors, is because I think they all pop with the white wheels and the graphics that I chose for them. So yeah. So again, like I said, the purple and the pink one are currently for sale. Fern, thank you again, man, for purchasing the green one. I will get this packed up and shipped off to you next week. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the R33 custom I got done for my best friend. And then, like I said, King Nissan, your custom 300ZX will be shown next time. And yeah, I'm gonna quit blabbering here. So I hope you guys enjoyed my recent finds earlier. Let me know what you think about my little lucky streak that I went on again this week. And let me know how I did on these customs. And again, if you are interested, definitely let me know. Either hit me up on my email if you have it, or on Instagram. Just let me know if you're interested, and we will get it shipped out to you. So on that note, thank you guys very much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think about my recent finds and my customs that I got done here. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next episode. Peace out, guys.